Hey guys, it's Aaron though from MobileReviewsEh, and today I want to tell you if you can reuse a DBrand skin. The short answer is actually yes, but you kind of have to figure out if spending 40 minutes of painfully removing the skin and reinstalling it is worth the $10 that a new skin might cost you. And yes, if you're wondering, Monty, right before filming this video, was sleeping because he's got this going on his face. Now, why would you consider removing and reusing your DBrand skin? The first thing that comes to mind for me is if you want to use a waterproof case. Most waterproof cases do not allow room for screen protectors or skins. There's really only one that we've come across that does. Or if you want to use a battery case. For instance, maybe you want to use a Mophie Juice Pack Air for your vacation, but your iPhone doesn't fit in it with the skin, so you're going to have to remove it. Another reason to remove the skin is if you're actually getting the whole device replaced. Now, I do remember several years ago when I was replacing an iPhone 5, I had a skin on it, and Apple actually did try to take it off and give it back to me. So, those are three normal reasons I'd say that you might want to remove the skin off your iPhone. Now, what I'm about to show you will work for, I'm guessing, for any type of skin, as long as it's from 3M, I think. And if you want to know what I think is the best iPhone skin between DBrand, Slick Wraps, and Deckle Girl, check out my comparison. Links are in the eye or the description section below. Real usage, real reviews. MobileReviewsEh.ca. At MobileReviewsEh.ca, we base everything we do on actual usage. Monty, pay attention. Look, banana. This is actually the first time I've reviewed a skin for any of the iPhones, so I'm kind of excited to figure out what works with these skins and what doesn't. For the removal, I basically worked backwards through the DBrand instructions. DBrand's got the better set of instructions than Slick Wraps, I've discovered. Heat is a very important part of the installation, even more so in the removal of the skin. Now, I started by warming up the edges of the skin and peeling the corners off. It was much easier to peel back the corners of the skin by using an X-Acto knife, though you have to be careful because you might end up damaging both the skin on the iPhone and the skin on your fingers. And also, just as a warning, if you're using a blow dryer, make sure that your X-Acto knife is in some place safe, because once you start blowing, well, the X-Acto knife might roll around and stab you. After I peeled back the corners, I heated up the sides and slowly removed the skin from each side. Now, once the sides were done, I started on the back. And if I was to ever do this again, I'd probably start at the speaker portion of the iPhone rather than the camera portion. I didn't like how much the skin stretched during the removal process around the camera. Once the skin was off, I laid the DBrand skin back onto the backing that it came with and just flattened it out by heating the entire skin onto the backing. Now, after all that was done, I'm comparing the new skin and an old skin, and as I showed on Instagram, you almost can't tell that there's a difference, which was kind of neat. Now, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think this was going to work at all, and I was actually very surprised. The 3M stuff that DBrand and Slick Wraps uses for their skins is pretty awesome, actually. Now, I let the skin sit for a few days before doing the install again. Now, I definitely didn't think the reinstall would work because the entire skin didn't seem as sticky as the new skin. Now, however, for whatever reason, heat makes a world of difference with these skins, and just warming it up a bit, I was able to install the entire thing back onto my iPhone. One thing I will note that the entire skin seemed to shrink a bit. The cutouts don't line up quite as well, though I think with a bit more elbow grease, you could probably muscle the skin into fitting the cutouts properly. I will say that after everything has been said and done, spending $10 getting 2 wraps from DBrand is an amazing deal, considering now that we all know that you can reuse them. So, I'm like this marble thing on my iPhone. I love it. I absolutely love it. So that's all I got. Simple question, simple answer. Yes, you can reuse a DBrand skin if you're careful. Just make sure you use a lot of heat in the removal and installation of the process. If you know somebody who has a skin, do share this video with them, because I think this is kind of useful information to know if you are willing to suffer through the removal process. So that's kind of all I got. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments section below. If you're looking for an actual case, I've reviewed tons of those as well. Links are in the eye or the description section below. Find me on Google+, Twitter, as well as Facebook. I am Aaron the Ho. This is Monty the Ho. And that's kind of all I got. Thanks for watching.